Good morning, people and peepettes. It's just your madman. Hope you're all well. Get my letters mixed up lately. All well. Excuse me. Sorry. Chilly day. It was sunny. It was warm. Then the air took a right dip when I was walking the dog this morning. So definitely autumnal. I can feel it in my bones and all that rubbings. So yeah, just hope everybody's well on this Saturday. Due to my football ban, I'm stuck in the house now till 8 o'clock at the earliest. But that's by the by. It's not important. Back to this digital ID scheme. Right. Listen to a few people, and by people I mean mouthpieces and muppets from the government, coming out and saying everybody in the UK is going to need digital ID so they can get a job, and it's going to help with the illegal immigrants and so on and so forth. Couple of things. One, how is 50-plus-year-old me in my lovely little hometown in North East Lincolnshire having an ID scheme or an ID thing on my phone? Cause it's not technically a card, is it? It's going to be on your phone. Right, one. How is me having that to get a job when I'm on the clinical sick list at the moment anyway? How is that going to stop Syrian Steve or Libyan Larry or whatever, all these doctors and engineers coming over on little boats and stopping in Dover? It's not going to stop them, is it? And it's not even going to stop them getting jobs as Uber drivers, because they don't have no ID on them anyway. Half of the people, if you look into and read and listen to these Uber drivers, these Uber Eats, not Uber drivers so much, but the Deliveroos and so on and so forth, the people that are turning up at people's doors with their food, sometimes scanned on, when you look at some of the videos that people have caught, aren't the ones that are on your Uber, Deliveroo, Uber Eats, Just Eat, whatever receipt. You get something completely different. So me having an ID card isn't going to make a iota of difference to an illegal migrant being able to work for, like I say, for one of the delivery services. And another thing, which is interesting, is how are we going to apply for a digital ID scheme for our mobile phones? Oh, you also have to take into account that not all is it only going to be people up to a working age, so that older people aren't going to need it? Because not all older people, or people with challenging behaviours or slight learning disabilities or so on and so forth, have smartphones. And I'm pretty certain, if I think back to when I had a Nokia 3311, which probably is still in the drawer and still works, that doesn't have smartphone capabilities. So people with learning disabilities or older people that can't access a smartphone or can't understand how to use a smartphone, and I'm pretty much up there when it comes to it. I'm useless with smartphones and smart technology. They made the phone smarter, but the people got dumber, as Tom MacDonald said. So these people, I don't want to sound condescending, but the people with learning disabilities that currently work in charity shops as part of their integration into society, for want of a better phrase, right? If they're going to need a digital ID thing on their phones, but they don't understand how to use a smartphone, are they going to be removed from their jobs where they integrate into society, where they socialise, where they learn new skills in said charity shops or cafes or so on and so forth, purely because they can't use a smart mobile phone? Which is a good point. Going back to what I was saying as well, how are we going to apply for them? So I don't know what the retirement age is, but if I was to be signed back on able to work, I'm 52, so I've probably got a good 20 years, I think. I'm sure it's 70 something, isn't it now? Keir Starmer wants us working till we're 100. But you know what I mean? So I've got a good 20 odd years working left. How am I going to apply for a digital ID card recognition thing onto my mobile phone? I'll tell you, I'm going to have to import the piece of digital ID that we already have. Or the piece of ID that we already have, sorry, not digital, which is my national insurance number. And even though I haven't had my national insurance card since I was probably about 17, 18, I still remember my number. I have to use it on certain things. Often, if I ring the doctor up, I'm asked to give them my national insurance number when I speak to the job centre or when I'm doing whatever. So if my national insurance number, our national insurance numbers, individually, are the one piece of ID we're going to need to get this digital ID, why do you need digital ID? I'm not going to give you, I think I can remember one of my ex's national insurance number. But I'm not going to give you her national insurance number to somebody, am I? I'm going to give mine. And also, people unlike me, a lot of people unlike me have passports or they have driving license. Now, if a passport is good enough to get you to go from England to Spain, Portugal, Mexico, Brazil, wherever in the world, every other country possible that you can go to, why do you need digital ID on your phone? If a driving license is enough to let you drive your motor vehicle, your car, your bike, whatever, from point A to point Z, going through numerous toll bridges and toll tunnels and so on and so forth, where your APNR's done, you go over bridges and your APNR's done on your car, and it comes back to you as a driving licence holder. Why do you need the digital ID? Now, I understand the concept of me needing one in the concept, in the realms of I don't have a driving licence or a passport. But to get one, I'm going to have to provide my national insurance number. So surely, that said, my national insurance number should count as my ID. And again, it comes back to my national insurance number doesn't stop Sudanese Steve or whatever getting off the boats, the next brain surgeon, the next cultural enricher into our nation. My national insurance number doesn't stop that. So therefore, having a digital ID thing on my phone ain't going to stop it either. So it's like I said yesterday in my video, it's to go alongside a cashless society. So when you're cashless, they can tell where you spend your money. Obviously, they can tell, you can't tip the paper boy or the milkman. So therefore, they don't come away with tips. It'll be the same if you pay a bill at a restaurant with cash. You won't be able to leave however much in change. It's all going to have to be by a card. And it's going to show where you've been, what you've been doing, what you're spending, what sort of interests and hobbies and lifestyle matters you have. So that somebody can then decide whether your lifestyle is a positive lifestyle or disruptive. And it's going to be the same with this ID. They can already tell you when you've drove your car from Grimsby to Hull, if you happen to miss the toll booth on the Humber Bridge, you'll get a letter pretty much or an email, because everything's connected, saying you owe us X amount of money for the toll fare, or this, that and the other. Whether you travel from Land's End to John O'Groats, or vice versa, and you go through tunnels and you go through bridges, your ANPR is recognised, isn't it? Your automated number plate recognition is recognised. So they can trace you. And then you stop at a petrol station and you put X amount of petrol in, diesel, or you top up your electric vehicle, and they know, because you're paying by card, they know exactly how much you're using. The whole scheme is set up to trap us. It's to entrap us in a system where they don't want us to move on. I've just seen a quote. I thought I knew it, and I've just seen it, and it's Mark Twain, and it's, if voting changed anything, they wouldn't allow us to do it. And that's exactly where we are. So the whole thing is a big bag of controlling BS. allegedly, and in my humble opinion, and I'm not here to obviously stir up any antagonism or anger at certain groups that promote these things, or certain people that are bringing them into legislation. Just saying. Anyway, people, take care, look after yourselves, look after your friends, your neighbours, your elders, your relatives, your family around your table, people near and far that you talk to. If you see somebody out in town that just needs a G up, never underestimate the power of a, "Oh mate, hey up, how you doing? You alright?" Never underestimate that power that you own. That's the one thing we still own right now, is the power to be nice to people before they take that off us and start charging us for a smile. Because if you flash them a grin, they'll take your teeth as deposit. Cart USM. So yeah. Anyway, take care, peeps. Look after yourselves. Stay safe, stay proud and loud. Peace.